That was hilarious, bro. I saw that this morning. I was like, yo, that's definitely true.
Hey, will you make me a sandwich?
Your feet are working, aren't they?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go make it myself.
Wake up. Wake up.
What is it?
I think somebody's downstairs.
Your feet work, don't they?
Okay.
Hey, will you make me a sandwich?
Dress, heels, everything. There you go.
All right. And that's what we're trying to say is that, like, it's kind of ridiculous that women can absolve themselves of feminine responsibilities when they feel like it, but men are not expected to at all. And my thing is just simply this. If you want me to be a man at all times, it's only fair that I want a lady at all times.
So why does that make that a lady?
What was that?
Why does a woman cooking and cleaning, why does that make her a lady?
Because these are traditionally feminine traits.
Tradition, but tradition has changed.
Well, here's the thing. You want a man to protect you, correct?
Correct, but
Make
I could
money,
also
right?
protect myself.
Hold on.
I could also make
You want a
my own
man
money.
if you're in a relationship with a man, you want him to protect you, correct?
Yeah.
Make more money than you, correct?
Yeah.
Be taller than you, correct? Be stronger than you, correct? Right?
Yeah.
These are all idealistic. These are traditional traits. So it's only fair that the man wants traditional traits back in you.
But who made it that way?
Come on.
Men.
That's just the way the world has
we
worked.
changed it.
Can I just
Women changed it.
Women have changed it, and now look at what we have as a result of that. Do you know what we have?
What do we have?
We have the highest divorce rates, highest women initiate 80% of divorces. We have some of the highest numbers of female unhappiness ever.
Okay, but like 100 years ago, like you couldn't get divorced. If you're a woman and you're with a man and you're married to that man, a lot of women back then, they didn't marry a man by choice. They married a man because they were told to marry a man and they had to marry a man.
Okay, so if the patriarchy is so oppressive, why do women still want marriage to this day when they have the most ability to be free?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I couldn't tell you.
You can't beat your biology. You can't beat your biology, bro. You can say that like women are more liberal now. We can be on our own. You guys can be independent, but the reality is a woman, if left to her own devices, she wants to be codependent on the best man that she can get.
Can I just
Go ahead.
All right, so me critiquing that video, I feel like
Merch.
for one, in the first part where he was, asking the girl to make him a sandwich, he's the one that was just gonna be hungry at the end of the day if he didn't get it. It's just something that he probably would have had to deal with. But with those two being in the bed and somebody might have been downstairs, robbing the place, and he said that, well, y'all both just gonna get killed. That shit don't benefit you either.
That's
but I can
fucked
say
up.
that. But I can say that.
So fucked up.
But look, I can say that though, right? Because
Wow.
my people in my family, I'm from Louisiana, they taught me how to use a gun. I ain't gotta wake up nobody on next to me to do what I gotta do. So that, for me, that's not the case for me. And also I don't mind making a fucking sandwich.
So you're saying
but you can make a sandwich for me too. If
You
I
leave your man hungry without food.
Didn't I just say I don't? You didn't let me finish, did you? I don't mind
I see her logic
making
here.
a sandwich. I feel like we can both make sandwiches for each other if one doesn't feel like doing it. If you don't feel like doing it, of course I'll make you a fucking sandwich. But if I don't feel like doing it, make me one
hold
too.
on. He worked all day, came
we
home.
both work.
Hold on.
No,
He worked
it ain't
all
that.
day.
It's
Fucking
not
equal
that.
society,
It's not
yeah.
that. No,
What?
we both work.
She ain't working. He worked
You
all
don't
day.
know what she
You don't
doing.
know what she
How you
doing.
know?
Well,
What she doing?
Okay, I see her
said she don't
argument. Her
work.
argument is this, guys. I'm boiling it down.
Yeah.
Her argument is simply, by me making the sandwich, there's no mutual benefit. Only he benefits, and I have to put myself to work to a degree to get him a sandwich. Versus when they break into the house, we mutually benefit because you're protecting the both of us.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good argument.
No, I can
Yeah.
do it myself. But
it's better. The man's more capable.
No, I don't need one. Is what I'm trying to
Women
tell you.
don't need a man.
No,
We
it
want-
ain't that. It ain't that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I was taught to hunt. I'm a different case.
Here's the thing though. We can't base all our arguments or the podcast on your personal life. We're speaking in generalities here. So let me make sure I understand your argument correctly.
Mhm.
The sandwich only benefits the man. However,
No.
protecting you literally just said that I'm not
I
benefiting
know.
from
I'm saying the sandwich. If he's hungry or not, and the girl doesn't feel like doing it, what you know? What I'm saying, yeah, you're gonna be hungry.
I
if
see what
you
you're
you
saying
don't
too,
get it.
Yeah, but
Come on,
that's what
bro.
you're trying to say is that by you making the sandwich, he's benefiting. You're not necessarily benefiting, but him protecting both of y'all, you both benefit because there's a danger to both of you.
Yeah, he's gonna die too. Like,
Okay,
you
understandable.
go back to sleep, be like, your feet don't work, bitch,
But-
you dead.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
here's the
too.
thing.
I
This
mean,
goes back.
Don't make no sense.
This goes back to
Not the same.
Well, here's the thing, though.
Go ahead.
Gender roles are a thing. Like the woman's job, I know this sounds terrible and oppressive, but a woman's job is acts of service to her man. A man's job is to protect and provision for his woman. So that assumes that we're equal. We're not.
No, I'm not saying that we're equal, but as far as pay and everything, I feel like for one, neither party needs to be in a fucking relationship. If you really look at it, you don't need to have a partner. The man doesn't need to have a partner. The man doesn't need to be married. If you really look at it, and the woman nowadays, especially, the woman doesn't need to be in a relationship either. So if you decide to be in a relationship with somebody, man or female, then y'all both should be able to do, different things. This is it's not traditional no more. You know, women and
that's the problem, though.
Point, women at a certain point, obviously needed to be, in relationships to have certain things and to have access to certain things. But nowadays, that's not the case.
But my argument is, even though we have these modern conventions and women aren't capable of being by themselves, they still want a boyfriend. Or they still want a husband. They still want to get married.
Yeah, that's a problem. I don't know. It's a problem to me. I don't
Okay,
get
that's
it.
a problem. But here's once again, we can't base the entire world around you because you keep making arguments based on yourself.
I'm not making art. Look,
you're an exception to the rule. Fantastic. But
I know
most
it's
women
not
don't
a
think the way you
fantastic
do.
thing. It's just who I am. I mean, I can only speak from my goddamn experience. I
He's
can't
talking
speak
about
for
in
someone else.
generality, so
We're speaking in general.
Yeah. Like
Okay,
that.
well, I can't. I can only speak from how I feel.
What is the argument?
And that's the difference between men and women. We're able to take our feelings out of it, have an objective conversation based on logic and fact and how the world really works, versus you keep attributing every experience back to yourself.
But I feel like
Yeah.
that's because
Funny.
men weren't
Merch.
raised to be emotional. That's why you guys act in the way.
I was
that you
so
act.
backwards. I don't know what just happened there.
Yeah, like
She just said emotional. and
No,
you
because
said
No,
he said
no,
men
based
don't
off
think
of-
with their feelings. We think about logic and whatever else he
what
said.
if you talk?
And he's valid because
if you
men
think
weren't
about it,
raised
though,
to show emotion or to think with emotion.
Hold on. If you think about it, though, what I just said wasn't based off of my emotions. It was based off of just freaking facts. You don't need to have a man. Men don't need to have women to be in relationships or to survive and succeed. You don't need that. That's facts. It is based off of emotion as to why men want to be in a relationship. It is based off of emotion as to why women want a relationship. Me, it ain't how I feel. It's just how I am. Just like how men are naturally, just like how women are naturally.
But in reality,
It's not based off of
men
my
want women and women
feelings.
want men. So that's a good
You
point.
literally said I feel
But
like earlier,
reality
but
is
okay.
like it's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
feel, but that was just, based off of facts. That was piggybacking off of facts.
But it's
So-
attributed back to yourself, which you've already explained is you're an exception to the rule. So it's not facts.
No, the facts is that you don't need to be in a relationship. That's what I call it as facts. I'm not saying that my personal feelings or opinions were the facts.
You don't need to be, but women want to be.
So do men.
Women overwhelmingly are the ones that want to be in a relationship and get married.
Also, did y'all also know that one reason why women probably are single and a lot of men, that a lot of men aren't, is because it's a lot more men in the world than there are women in the world. So that,
Actually, incorrect.
It's
There's more
opposite.
women than there are
oh
men.
no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm reversed. There's
Okay.
a lot more women in the world than there are men.
Yeah.
So of course that automatically just statistically.
That's irrelevant.
Kinda
I mean,
put things down.
that's irrelevant
It's
because
not
women don't.
irrelevant,
It
it's
is
just-
irrelevant, and the reason why is because most women don't see most men. Most men are literally invisible to most women.
And there's selectors. too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can make that argument,
If
but
I
it doesn't
had-
change anything.
Okay, so just saying, if I had like 5, so if there was just 5 women in the world, right, and there was only 2 men, how in the world would that be irrelevant to as far as these 5 women trying to get in a relationship with these 2 men that only exist?
Because we have billions versus
Yeah.
just 2.
But there's
Yeah.
not.
No,
though.
I'm
Yeah.
saying no.
It doesn't force it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. So if everybody matched up, right? Everybody was able to match up with a partner. It's going to be a lot of more women without one. You know what I'm saying? So how is that irrelevant is what I'm trying to ask. I don't get
Are
it.
you aware of the fact that there's a minority of men that have sex with the majority of the women?
What?
There is a minority of the men
hmm
that have sex with the majority of the women. In other words, a lot of guys are sexless and or virgins.
Okay.
So based on that fact, I know that most women don't see men as suitable candidates for some type of sexuality.
Will they stay virgins? How old are these men that you're talking about?
Oh,
Between 18 to 30, we know that 1/3 of men are
Okay, so
either
by the
virgins
time
or
they
haven't had
turn-
sex in a year.
All right,
Yeah.
so by the time they turn 31, then they had somebody.
You're missing the bigger picture here that women are far more selective sexually than men are. So therefore, a lot of guys are ostracized from the sexual marketplace. You're looking at it through a female lens. It's easy for you to get sex, but it's not easy for a man to get sex unless they become a somebody.
Think about how many guys you kind of reject when you see like walking the street on Instagram. Many guys, and most guys don't measure up to what you want. So off of that alone, you know most guys are not getting laid for the most part.
I don't know.
She didn't know that.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know
You
that.
didn't know that because you wouldn't have made that argument earlier.
I would have.
If you knew that, that the numbers just don't match up. That there's way more
It's way
women,
more women than men. So,
but it doesn't matter because women virtually most men are invisible to most women. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
I want to
Yeah,
use
go
this as an analogy like 15 minutes ago, like back to that with
Yeah.
men and women and all that. Like,
Yeah.
just look at our DMs. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty like universal to all of us on the panel right now. Like, how many men do you kind of curve or, you know, just say, but how many men are you actively trying to pursue? I think that's the point they're trying to make is that women generally have a way easier time of getting people in bed, you know, like
Absolutely.
that's just how it is. And
Yeah.
so I realized that like just go through your DMs and it's pretty like transparent.
There you go.
yeah, men fuck who they can. Women fuck who they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not something that it's not something that I'm not understanding.
So
I
then,
get it,
so then you know.
Yeah, I understand.
So what's the
yeah.
argument?
The argument is the fact that there are more women than there are
Nah,
men.
because like
That's it.
they say it all the time. Like, dude, I was an average man at once. Like, it's very hard. It's very hard to have sex with women. Like, it's fucking hard. Like, it's
still
very
hard.
hard. I don't think you get it. Myron's right, but like,
We asked for so little, and like you guys can't even reciprocate.
dude, like
that.
yesterday I was filming a video. I was trying to go up to this girl with a dog. She just totally curved me. Like it's very like I can only imagine like
I
a
wonder
regular
how you
guy.
approached it.
Oh no, I was just doing it for a video. I don't really give a shit about the chick, but like I just wanted to make a joke about it. But like you even tell in Miami, it's fucking hard. Like
Yeah.
no girl. I mean, like
It's
you
tough
gotta
out
have
here,
a
man.
sec. You literally
In
have to have a
general.
section.
Well, then
You have to have a section or chains on, or you gotta have
Keep
some
with
sort
chains
of-
on, nigga.
I mean, barely though.
Straight up.
That's
I mean,
That
and that's not something to
corny
blame
to
of
me.
women. Like even
Y'all don't
Myron
even
and
have
Fresh.
game
What's that?
verbally anymore.
That doesn't matter because
but it does.
it does not matter.
No, it's
You
matter.
made a really
That-
good point.
you do realize you just made our argument even better by saying y'all don't even have game anymore.
Verbally, not
Yeah,
even verbally.
But that proves my point.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
We get
Thank you.
curved before
That
we
just all you did
Oh, yeah,
was
it does,
cement
yes.
that there's another prerequisite needed
What,
to
that
attract
y'all
me.
suck?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
Yeah, most
what
men suck with
fault
game.
is that, though?
Yeah,
true.
you suck with the game.
Whose
You
fault is that?
It's not
you
game.
guys made it believe
y'all coming
that
at
y'all
us
need
because
money
y'all-
for us to like.
It's
y'all
no,
made
not
y'all
at
that
all.
shit.
One mic,
Like,
one mic, one mic, one mic.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
cousin
Jay.
Jay.
I got y'all.
Thank you, man.
One mic.
I think
You're missing
yeah.
the point that you don't need game versus we do. We can have the
Correct,
money
okay,
and not
if
have
that's
game
the
and
case.
still take an L. You don't need anything and you can get the guy.
Yeah.
Do you
Bam.
not see the logic here?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So what's the argument?
That's
Yo,
what
let's move on.
we're gonna move on,
Let's
bro.
move on
We're
because
gonna
this is
move
going
on.
nowhere fast.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, yeah, let's read 20 and up now.
Yeah, we're gonna read 20 and up.